Now, what happens with these Qalb Zikr people? What they do, they bring people all in a room and they start to recite something, be it Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. People start to listen, and not just listen, they close their eyes and then they establish a rhythm. There's a rhythm inside their heart, and then there's a rhythm that they're reciting. Allahu, 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 right? And then there's heart. Now what happens? जो heart का rhythm होता है ना, कल्ब का, वो rhythm क्या करता है? पूरी body में एक molecular motion generate करता है. There is a constant state of kinetics going on in our body. The intermolecular pressure and intermolecular motion within the molecules of each atom and molecule and compound inside our body and organs. ये सारा कुछ heartbeat से होता है. Then you are traveling with the speed of light and hence you become infinite. ये जो गारों में जाके पीर फकीर disappear हो जाते हैं, वो अपने इसी जिक्र के कॉन्सेप्ट के ऊपर अपने हार्ट बीट को इस तरह से मनूवर करते हैं कि उनकी स्पीड ऑफ लाइट के मोलेकुलर मोशन आ जाती है सोल के साथ, और वो स्पीड ऑफ लाइट उनको ट्रैवल करा जाती है, वो कहीं से कहीं पहुंच जाते हैं, फिर वापस।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर, हाउ आर यू?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, आई एम गुड, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, हाउ आर यू?
Hi sir, I'm fine. Sir, people who are on the journey towards to get close to Allah, and they are close to Allah. So what I see is that they talk about Qalb a lot, and they do zikr on the Qalb a lot. उनका जो जिक्र है वो start ही Qalb से होता है, and then they move towards the other lataif. So in the diagram on the left side there is mind, right? So they do the zikr on the Qalb to control the subconscious mind, or what? Like, what is the purpose of doing the zikr on the Qalb?
It's a very good question. Very good question. Qalb जो है ना, what happens with Qalb is that Qalb has a rhythm. It goes tuk 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 tuk. जो heart का rhythm होता है ना, Qalb का, वो rhythm क्या करता है? पूरी body में एक molecular motion generate करता है. There is a constant state of kinetics going on in our body. The intermolecular pressure and intermolecular motion within the molecules of each atom and molecule and compound inside our body and organs, ये सारा कुछ heartbeat से होता है. इसलिए जब हमें temperature हो जाता है, when we have fever, our pulse goes high because the rhythm is so fast that the molecular motion is so quick that it exhausts our body. It generates heat because of the excessive kinetic energy, and then what we do is we take a pill to bring down the temperature and the heartbeat comes back to normal, right? This is simple science, right, of Panadol, paracetamol that I've told you, right? Now,
can I add something?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry sir, but I have to say this. So sir, we are in a connection with the wali of Allah. Asli wale sir, nakli wale nahi, asli wale. So, well, we will talk about it in one-to-one session. So what he told us about the Qalb is that आप जब कल्ब की सफाई करेंगे तभी अल्लाह की blessings आप पे नाजिल होंगी.
I'll come to that.
जब वहाँ पे
you'll get the answer.
Okay.
You'll get the answer. अब देखें,
Okay.
what Qalb is doing is generating a molecular motion, a rhythm of 72 pulses per minute is an ideal rhythm, which medical science says. Interestingly, 72 pulses per minute is the ideal state of a human body. Anything over that is going towards fever. Anything under that is going towards hypothermia. Hyperthermia and hypothermia. And balance is 72 pulses per minute. Now, what happens with these Qalb Zikr people? What they do, they bring people all in a room and they start to recite something, be it Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. People start to listen, and not just listen, they close their eyes and then they establish a rhythm. There's a rhythm inside their heart, and then there's a rhythm that they're reciting. Allahu, 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 right? And then there's heart. Now, what happens is that they start to bring both the frequencies of the rhythm of the heart and the rhythm of what they are reciting on one plane. And then the guy who's moderating this, He takes the rhythm low, high, low, so that he can see that everybody is sinking in. Just like a rave party, there's a music going on, and they take an e-pill and they build the rhythm, and the whole party rocks, right? Likewise, with the psychedelic drugs. Now, what's happening is that they are maintaining a rhythm, and then they start to take it to the climax. The rhythm goes high, and the heartbeat is raising, and then all of a sudden they take it down with the drop, and everybody collapses or falls down, falls flat. Now, what's happening during this time is that their bodies are recharged, and what they claim is that if the moderator is a genuine peer, जो आप कह रही ना असली वाला, if if the moderator is an asli wala peer fakir, what he does is that he can, with that rhythm, acknowledge कि किसकी heartbeat, whose heartbeat is not falling within the frequency of the rest of the people. It means there's a fault that lies in the heart of that person. So what then they do later is that they invite those people separately, and they say, you know what, I have found out that there's a problem with you, either in the physical side of yours or the spiritual side of yours. So I'm going to give you certain azkar, zikr, that you will do on tasbih after this prayer, after that prayer, you do that, and you come back after 1 week or 10 days, and then we will do the zikr mahfil again. We will find out how purified you are, and gradually they bring everybody on the same plane. If अच्छे वाला सही वाला इंसान का बच्चा पीर फकीर is moderating it, right? Now this process, what it does is, it's a good thing in one side, that it's a cleansing process, but I am personally very much against it. Why? Because unfortunately it's a risky affair. When you are risking playing with the heartbeats and rhythm of people, you can easily damage certain weak-hearted people. You can even damage them to a level that they cannot be recovered. They cannot be repaired. Once damaged, you cannot undo that. It's a very risky affair. So I would not want to be a part of that zikr mehfil. Neither would I want to be a part of a moderator of that mehfil. Why? Because it is trusting the guy so much that your life is in his hands. And that is something I would not want to do. That is something I would not want people to do. But this is how they do that. But that is one aspect of it. And then there's another aspect where they transfer or transcend something into other people's hearts while maintaining this rhythm. That is a superlative degree. And then the greater peer does a greater thing, and then the greater peer. Then when these peers unite, they have a zikr mehfil of a very extreme rave party sort of a thing. That's very difficult to even comprehend. That's where they play with the rhythm and fly out of, according to the theory, they fly out of this world and then come back and do plenty of things. This is E is equal to mc square. When your molecular motion unites with this molecular motion of the soul, then you are traveling with the speed of light, and hence you become infinite. ये जो गारों में जाके पीर फकीर डिसअपियर हो जाते हैं, वो अपने इसी जिक्र के कॉन्सेप्ट के ऊपर अपने हार्ट बीट को इस तरह से मनूवर करते हैं कि उनकी स्पीड ऑफ लाइट के मोलेकुलर मोशन आ जाती है सोल के साथ, और वो स्पीड ऑफ लाइट उनको फिर ट्रेवल करा जाती है, वो कहीं से कहीं पहुंच जाते हैं, फिर वापस भी आ जाते हैं somehow. I don't know how, but they do that. So this is that mechanism. You should know that. You should be aware of that. Don't let anybody take you in such zikr mehfil. It's a risky affair. Yeah, 72 pulses per minute.